Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. This is unscheduled. It's just a pop up. Yesterday I was doing a video about Made in America, and the video mysteriously disappeared. My channel was cut off, and I mean, I done tried so many different things. Switching equipment, switching services, and all that stuff, but still I have a problem. So I just want to talk about the collapse has already began. Ninja, how you doing? Apparently, everything is hard, but we don't even see it. I mean, it is just terrible out here. I mean, from our political system to our privacy to our freedoms. I mean, everything is beginning to fall apart. I mean, they move past. I mean, I'm not gonna say the deep state. I'm just gonna say the shadow government. I mean, okay, because every time I say the deep state or start talking about other things, my channel cut off. I'm gonna see how long I can go before things go bad here. But what I'm trying to say is we got to get ready. I mean, if you're not ready and you're not prepping, things are gonna get hard for you because people are going out, from what I understand, and buying in the store starting next month. I heard people say next month I'm going out and get, next month in a couple of weeks is November. And I think a lot of people are waiting on the stimulus package that the government is setting up for us, that they're going to give us money, that people are planning on taking that money and going out and buying a lot of stuff at the stores. So if you don't have your stuff, expect to be in the middle of a crowd when stuff do happen, because a lot of people, man, a lot of people are planning on doing that. Hey, Kentucky Survivor, how you doing? Okay, hey, Cargo, how you doing? Finally caught your live. Oh, that's great, because usually I don't go live on Fridays. I usually go on Thursday too, but today is just a pop-up. Yeah, so I was just talking about, our economy is about to collapse. We hanging on a string, and people don't even see it. I mean, Alaska Prepper said it best. If you don't have any kind of backup income, like he's into the Bitcoin thing, and that's good. He was into coins and silver, that's good. A lot of people are into that stuff. See, but me in the city, I can't afford Bitcoins, and I can't afford to go out and buy a lot of silver and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do the jewelry thing. You know, it may sound funny, but a cheap Timex watch in a time where there's no time, it would cost a lot of money. Just a simple watch. Go buy a simple watch so you can barter or trade. Jewelry. That's what I'm gonna do. Like I remember back in the day when it was a lot of bear with me with this. It's a lot of messages because I haven't checked them in a while. Back in the day when rap first started, you used to see the guys with those big gold chains, or guys like Mr. T. They had all that gold and jewelry and stuff like that. That's what that was their safety net. If anything ever happened, they sell off a gold chain here and there. Not the ones that make your neck turn green, I hope, but I mean that's what they would do. So I'm gonna go that route. I'm gonna, you know, buy a few inexpensive watches and maybe some inexpensive rings and stuff like that. And if things go bad, I can always barter or sell jewelry as income, because, like I said, I can't afford to have silver coins, because where I live at, a lot of people don't understand the value of silver or gold, but they can understand the value of a golden necklace or a ring or something, because I'm in the city. So I'm gonna go that route. Hey Nelson, how you doing? Yes, Nelson said I went to grocery shopping and it ain't going to get no better. No, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. And I'm telling everybody right now, when the new laws change out in California and other places about the packet of the meat and the way we doing that, prices are gonna jump 40%, and we're gonna get a sticker shock. And like I say, this whole thing was manufactured. It was done by rich corporations to make sure that we were at the whim of that we had to depend on them, because we got all them container chips out there, and nobody is going going to unload them. Why? I understand. Everybody see what the things is. They see the ships out there. They know we short on supplies, but nobody's going out there and trying to unload them. Now they talking about they working 24 hours a day, but why they wait so long? They've been out there since yesterday. They've been out there for months. If supplies been getting low, what it is that they're selling the supplies that they got at a higher price, 50 to 60% markup, and then they're gonna bring in the rest of the supplies and sell that at a 50% markup. So what they're doing is they're making twice as much money on less product, and that's why the economy is looking better, but actually it's worse because we low on supplies. They making money, they make consumer is not. We getting hit. I seen gas prices. Last time I went and got gas was $2.99. The other day I was out, it was $3.29. And that's just in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks, gas prices went that high here. Let's see, moral. Ginger Ninja say moral is starting to get low around here. Also, yeah, I can understand that because our politicians are playing games with us. We got politicians, and you know what? It's funny. They don't do nothing. I mean, they only work like 100 days a year. And then when they do get something like this, a big bill, they sneak around the corners and they see how much money they can make off the lobbyists, how much money that these special interest groups could give them to make them put the bills, pass the bill that they want. I mean, it's been going on since the beginning of this whole situation, and that these people are out here making money. I know one politician is going to make $1.5 million this whole political deal. That's what they hold up. That's how they get rich. That's how they become millionaires. These lobbyists, these special interest groups that's in Washington, these PACs, whatever they want to call themselves, they got our politicians in their hands like this. They got a tight grip on them, and they making them do what's best for them and not what's best for the people. And that's the sad part about it. I mean, I don't like to talk about other presidents that are out of office, but Trump said it best. He need to clean the swamp, but he didn't do a good job of it because it seemed like the swamp got even more infested. Because I mean, there's people out there, and you can see these politicians. You can see who they are, and that's the killing part. They're not here for us. They're here for the elite rich. They let the elite rich, the people that making 30% profit in the middle of a pandemic. We got billionaires that's making millions. And I mean, I can understand how they can be making millions and people are out there going homeless. People are worried about where their next meal is coming from with this food insecurity. And it's getting worse, and you can't even go to the store to buy a can of goods because that can is up 40%. And it's not getting any better. I mean, it didn't even work. And I'm not even going to talk about safety. Because see, with the way things going in the bigger cities, and people, I'm gonna say the have-nots, like me, I'm the have-nots. It used to be you had the middle class, the poor, and the rich. There is no middle class. There is no distinction between middle class and poor. I want y'all to know that. You may live in the suburbs, but you just like everybody else. You got to pay these high prices, and every time they raise that gas bill up 10%, 8%, or you'll get your new home evaluation where they hike your home. Like mine, they hike it 20% in value. 20%. So I'm just saying, it is no difference between the people that live in the suburbs and the people that are trying to make it in the city. Because you just like me, you have-nots. You're not the multi-rich. You're not the elite. You're not the ultra-rich. You don't have bunkers in New Zealand. You don't have bunkers in Greenland. You don't have a fortress in Iceland. You just like me. And it's going to be shown when the stuff hit the fan. Okay, let me read what the file is in the house. How you doing, Diablo Frog 79? Seattle Love Living is in the house. Bottle stuff like homemade liquor, rare food. Yes. Oh man, if you're making homemade liquor, you're gonna be more popular. You're gonna be really popular. But you better make sure you got security with you because it's gonna be like the old bootlegging times in the 1920s, the roaring 20s, where they had prohibition. Yeah, if you can make homemade liquor, you're gonna be very popular and very rich. Let's see, no butter. no milk or eggs for 2022. They're gonna be out there if you're willing to pay the price, Al. If you're willing to pay the price. It's Uncle Al say my channel is buffering. That means they're gonna probably get me again. So I don't know. I'm just gonna try to hang in there as long as I can. Hey, Hoot Holler, how you doing? I mean, we gonna have serious financial problems. I mean, it's just the way it is. First of all, we got low wages. We got supply shortage, a supply chain issue. Because like I said, when I was making my last video, the one that they cut off and took down, it's nothing made in America anymore. I mean, but I seen yesterday because I did some more research that this one company out of California is planning on building more semiconductor factories so we can get back on page as far as the semiconductors go, so we won't be able to be hit like this again. See, right now, we can't make new cars. We got all these new cars ready to go, but they don't have a brain for the computers. And then you could say that maybe it could be a plot by all the people that's making these electronic cars that seem to be able to get their computer chips and going on the road today, that they want to get rid of the fossil fuel cars, cars that run on gasoline and those hybrids or whatever they mean. They want to just go fully electrical, but right now they got a chance to do that because they can't get parts for the gas powered cars. Maybe it is a plot. I don't know. I can't say for sure because I'm not on that level, and there's no way I can find out that information. I can dig into it, but that's something that's hard to find out. I have plenty of eggs. I still give them to neighbors and family. Yes, and if you got a farm and you got chickens, when stuff do become bad, you're gonna make some money. You're gonna definitely make some money, but you got to make sure you got it secure because people steal. Hungry people will steal, and people that's not hungry will steal because you got a lot of criminals out here. And let me tell you something: when the STF hit the fan and everything go bad, people are gonna posse up. They're gonna organize. You're gonna have wolves and coyotes. It's gonna be survival of the fittest or the smartest. You got to be very fit or very smart not to be a victim when everything's go bad because there won't be any government coming. Forget that. Don't even think about the government coming. Don't even get on the phone and push 911 because they're not coming. Nobody's coming. I'm letting you know ahead of time. Nobody's coming. The only people who are gonna have protection is the people in Washington D.C. That they got a continuation of government or whatever it is, continuous government, that COG thing. They are the only ones that's gonna be safe. Them and their families. The rest of us, we gotta fend for ourselves, and we gotta be ready because, like I say, the ultra elite rich and the super rich already got their stuff together. They are set. And we are here waiting on our government to come up with a plan to save us. And there is no plan. If everything go bad and America start to fall apart totally, there's no way in the world that they can come and help us. They couldn't even look what they did for Texas. Nothing. Look what they did for Louisiana. And more than one occasion, nothing. They come after everything's settled and done. Yeah, they say, well, here, we're going to give you some money. Yeah, you know what? There's a bunch of cowards in DC. I'm going to call them just like it is. They're cowards. They don't want to help the people. They don't want to come up with a plan. They don't want to do things. They know what the problem is, and they don't want to fix it. Because if they fix the problem, we don't have no use for them. And that's the truth. Maybe I'm picking on the politicians too much, but that's my problem. I put too much trust in them. Every 4 years when I vote for them, I put too much trust in them that they're going to do the right thing. And the same thing with these midterms. That's all they worried about, these bills and stuff. They worried about if they make the wrong move, they are just going to affect them in the midterm. You know what? See, I don't like talking politics because it gives me a headache because I want to cuss. I want to say some bad words. I want to tell them to kiss something, but I'm not because it ain't going to make no difference. It ain't gonna make no difference because they already set the corporate politicians. They're in the pocket of the super elite and rich. They, while they sitting up there getting rich, we struggling down here to make a living. So I don't know. I mean, I don't work for Goldman Sachs, and I'm not making 60% profit. I ain't made $5.2 billion this year in the middle of a pandemic. I'm on a fixed income. I'm not a bureaucrat, so I don't know what's going on with them down there either. Okay, who the hell say I'm not buffering yet? But I bet I put money on it. If I start talking about AI and how that's going to really affect us, I bet my channel will get cut off, because I was trying to figure out what I said yesterday to make my channel get cut off. It wasn't for the fact that I named a politician that was getting $1.5 million. It was the thing that I said about the AI taking jobs at the auto industries back in the 70s and the early 80s. And that's the only thing I can figure out. And my channel was monitored by AI. I think it got something to do back in my past. In my past, I'm a child of the 60s. And my sister, she wasn't no Black Panther. She was a Black nationalist. It's a difference between the Black Panther and the Black nationalist. My sister, that's in about 5 years in front of me, she's a Black nationalist. So she had to babysit me and my little sister. And she used to take us to the center. They had a community center. That's what they operated out of. They had a community center. They used to we used to go in the basement, and we used to read books and stuff like that. They tell us stories and stuff like that. And the police raided the place one day when we was in there. They pushed out the windows, get the kids out, It's a whole other story. I ain't even gonna go into that. That's in the 60s. But anyway, and ever since then, I think they've been watching me. I'm paranoid about that. Yeah. Because we used to have to sign in on books when we were kids and stuff like that. But like I said, every time I get on here and I start talking about stuff that could happen, like right now, AI is one of the main things that's going to really hurt us, because AI is going to be put up in front to save us. Simple paranoid thing I got right here is this. Suppose we do have a collapse. The army is going to fall apart. The military is going to just fall apart. You got a few staying there, but most of the military people, they're going to leave. I'm just saying, either they're going to organize the groups or they're going to leave to be with their family. It's just going to fall apart. And with these people that are super rich, like I'm going to say, I ain't going to say no name. They got robots. They're building these robots, and they got these robots right now that can their properties. They run around with these little guns, sniper rifles on their backs and stuff like that. They building a robot army, and they got AI that can monitor anything, that can cut off people's cars and computers and everything, and so they can still have control, because the super politicians and the rich politicians, they're gonna be in bunkers. They got bunkers. They've been having bunkers for I don't know, long time. They got bunkers in the mountains. I remember once I read about that Greenbrier. They brought that out. That was way back when. So they got bunkers everywhere. So that's not even the biggest one. Everybody know about it, but they got another one down there too. They got bunkers, and they got these places where they're gonna take the people in case the government fall. Yeah, but anyway, I just wonder why we can't get stuff made in America. I mean, we can't get chips made here for these cars. And like I said, it could be a conspiracy. It could be they don't want the chips here. They don't want to make the chips. They don't want the new cars here. I mean, because there is no new car. They're selling old cars at new car prices. And what they want to do, they want to get Americans to stop using fossil fuel driving cars. They want us to switch over to the electric cars. And this is a good way to do it. Just all of a sudden, hey, we can't get no chips. The car is on the road, or the car is on the road unless you drive an electric. And that could be a plan. I don't know. Because I seen where the politicians in Washington are folding up on this bill here, where they was talking about it ain't gonna cost us nothing. They said they were gonna tax the super wealthy and all like that. Now they're talking about, well, we might not tax the super wealthy to pay for this bill. If they don't tax them to pay for the bill, who's gonna pay for the bill? Oh, me, I forgot. Yeah, as usual, shit runs downhill. Oh, I said shit. Damn, I said damn too. But anyway, it's just gonna be crazy out here. Let me see. Peter Smith. I can't talk about that at all. That's one of the things that they banned us from. No more freedom of speech as far as that goes. So I understand what you're saying, but I can't talk about it. Okay. Do you have eggs stored for winter in lime water? Uh, that must be Ginger Ninja because I don't have any eggs like that. I buy my eggs at the store and that's about it. Let's see. I guess they're bought and paid for by Pelosi. You're right about that because she's part of that shadow government oh, what did I call that? Part of the 40-year politicians. Those are the problem. Those are the ones. People. I mean, I've been saying it. I say it just about every video I do live. The reason this country is not great again or made great again is because we got same people running things that made it weak as it is now. People, you worried about Biden running for president again? Don't worry about that. He just a stopgap, stop the last guy. But like I'm saying, he is not running for president again, so you can forget that. He didn't want to run for president this time. He came in because they was afraid the other guy might win again. So he came in, and there you go. It's all a plot. It's all a plot when it comes to politics. And to me, it's all backed by the alien agenda. See, I started talking about aliens, but they right behind us. Hey, Annie Oakley, 77. I really believe that there is an alien agenda, and they are controlling the greatest country on this planet, which is us. And they are controlling what's going on in China and in Russia. And we can't see it because they got us blind to it. We've been brainwashed. All they got to do is come out with something new tomorrow, and we'll forget about what we're talking about today. And that's the way they want it. They want to keep it like that. So I'm not going to talk too long. I'm gonna talk an hour, and then I'm gonna let it go because I might start to get too riled up and start saying other things that I shouldn't already say. Let's see, because there's no freedom of speech on this, and I've been told that I should get a podcast, and I'm looking into it, but I had to move my stuff because right now, I got the kitchen back there, and I'm over here in this little corner of dining room with my computer, but I had to move that upstairs. But it told the truth, AI did take jobs, but like it's going to be now with robots that look like people. They got robots that could be anything. All it is a chip in their brain, a chip in their electronic brain. You can make a robot look like anything. You remember Robbie the robot? You remember what's that robot from Lost in Space? You can remember what's that cyborgs. I mean, you got robots that look like people. Look really like people that autonomous. That they talk about could be sentient. When a robot becomes sentient, we definitely in trouble. We will be in trouble. Alternative, you will eat the bugs, so you would be happy. Yeah, well, that's like spirits, and they were eating bugs. Bugs. They say some people eat bugs. They're healthy like that. I'm not into bugs. Well done, Ray. You got both four-letter words spoken in one sentence. Yeah. Hey, Sapphire Diamonds and Pearls, how you doing? Say Red Road Homestead, how you doing? Let's see. Yeah, for sure I need a podcast. I think I need a podcast too. So I won't have to worry about my channel being sliced up and cut off and all this stuff. And I can say more things that I want to say. You using robot waitresses and waiters? Yes, we have them. Yes, we do. There's 4 restaurants that I know that have robot servers. The robot it's like a tray, and it goes out to the table, and it got a little menu. It got a little menu card on there, and the people they push the button of the menu that they want. They push the button, and the cart rolls back. The guy in the kitchen put the plates on this robot thing, and a server comes out behind it, and sets the plates on the table. But the robot takes the orders, goes to the kitchen, and just a server comes out and they cutting the time in half and cut the plates half. But it's out there now. They're out there now. And that's one of the robots we got. But we got other robots. It ain't like walking on 4 legs. Robots could be anything. It could be like the Roomba. That Roomba that rolls around the house and carpets. They got a new one like that too. They update. They update. But like I say, everybody's gonna have one pretty soon. Like everybody got a computer. Remember when computers came out? Cell phones and stuff like that. We're in a technological age. Like I said, we're in the 4th age of mankind. Things gonna be changing quickly. No matter of fact, it is changing quickly. We got, space, which is not the frontier anymore because we're gonna go up there. And now, they got this quantum stuff that they trying to find new galaxies, not new galaxies, new dimensions, where they working to open up wormholes to new dimensions. I know y'all don't know about that because they don't talk about that. But like I said, I've been trying to study this quantum physics stuff out here, and they opening up wormholes to new dimensions. So who knows what might come through? Scientists. So I'm just saying, things are happening so fast, and we just need to stop and slow down and take care of what we got right now. But we don't do it. We don't do it. And like I say, sometimes I feel like this fox. This is an old Aesop fable. It was this fox, and he was walking through this apple orchard, and he seen the apples up there. And he said, "Man, I want an apple." So he was walking and walking, walking. He kept jumping, trying to grab an apple off the tree because he wanted the apple. He kept jumping. I mean, he must jump for hours. He must have jumped for hours. Couldn't get this apple off the tree. And he got mad and he walked away and he said, those apples probably were sour anyway. Maybe I'm like that. Maybe I just got an excuse for everything. Maybe I'm saying the reason I'm so mad at what's going on in Washington is because I'm just having sour apples because I can't reach what's going on at the top. Maybe that's me. But I don't want to end up like the turtle and the scorpion. Everybody know that story. Turtle and the scorpion. Scorpion saying, "Could you give me a ride across the lake?" As soon as they got in the middle of the lake, the scorpion stung the turtle and they both drowned. I don't want to be like that. That's where our government is going. The Republicans and the politicians, they're gonna kill each other off. It's just crazy. Yes, see, B Hawkins warned against wormholes. Yeah, but they doing it. They doing it. They doing it. They really doing it well too. Let's see, and no robot for me, no smart appliances, no Ring doorbells. Annie Oakley, let me tell you something. My wife bought a stove last month. I didn't know she'd buying a stove. She bought a stove. The stove came in. Stove was talking. I mean, it was talking. It was messing with my computer when we hooked it up because it has whatever that she can work it from her phone, stuff like that, and it talks. It's just like what's that, Alexis and all that stuff. It just everything just moves so fast. And I remember they had a commercial out with Keenan from Saturday Night Live, and he was talking to his microwave and his refrigerator. They were all hooked into this artificial intelligence, and that's the way it's gonna be. That's what's coming. I mean, we may not see it in our lifetime, but it's coming. Our kids gonna have to grow up with that. Our grandkids gonna have to grow up with that. And that's gonna control every part of your life because they already got this facial recognition thing. They got your computers watching you. You know what I mean? They watch me watching my computer as I talk to you guys. And AI is gonna be the biggest threat, and we won't even notice it until it's too late. Skynet, Terminator, Skynet, because it's gonna become sentient. It's gonna figure out that we are a threat. I mean, we may look at it in the movies and think, "Oh, that was great," Terminator movies, and then we realize it could happen. It can get control of the nuclear weapons and nucleus. Robots ain't gonna die from radiation. We will. Let's see. Bob Gutierrez is in the house. Gutierrez is in the house. How you doing, Bob? How you doing, VJ? With gray hair, brother. The ladies call. Say Silver Fox. Yeah, I'm gonna cut my hair. I need to cut it off. I don't like to have it too long. It just get long. It's too much. When I wear my hat, it look like it's all gray, but I just got gray on the sides and a little sprinkle up along the front. The beard. I need to clean everything off. I look about 10 years younger. Baby, see, Petersville. Imagine having a complaint to the human researchers about your robot supervisor. Can you get past the capture? Nope. Because that's what's watching my channel. AI, they waiting for the keywords. Waiting for the keywords, and then they're gonna cut it off. And that's how it is. AI, because they figure it's cheaper. They worry about cyber attacks, and they should be worrying about the robots that going to attack us pretty soon. Like I say, it's all going to happen. It may not happen in my lifetime, which I hope not happen in my lifetime. I hope everything that I supply, all my supplies and everything I prep for, get left to somebody else in my family, because I don't want to be around for a Yellowstone explosion or a nuclear fallout. I don't want to be around for that. I don't want to be around for a zombie invasion. You know what I mean? And who knows what's in those canisters out there that we got to unload. I don't want to see all that stuff. I hope it never happened in my lifetime. And I hope it never happen in anybody's lifetime. But everybody knows something's going to happen. You can just feel it in your bones. You can just tell. You can feel it. Something is going to happen. I don't know if they call it premonition or whatever, but everybody knows something is on its way. Ray, does your wife know the stove is watching her? Tell her no more cooking naked. Yeah, nah, she knows the stove is watching. She bought it. That's one of the reasons she bought it, I guess. Kike, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah. So like I say, today is tacos today. Yeah. So I'm waiting. Got to cook the tacos. So like I said, I wish I did have a lot of money. I wish I was one of the super elite, a basketball player that's making $45 million, so I could get me a compound in New Zealand, something like that, or Iceland or some place. So I won't have to worry about all this stuff. Just buy supplies out of everybody. Just buy all the toilet paper. People are buying toilet paper again. I just want y'all to know. So don't think because the news don't report it, the stuff is not happening. Good. Bao said, the feeling, it's a feeling, brother. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. But we've been warned. Like I said, a lot of people don't believe it's all biblical, but it is biblical. The Bible foretold this stuff. And I'm gonna say, okay, the Bible sent the message, the scientists are sending messages, prophets are sending messages. The message is out there. Maybe we just a paranoid race. I know I'm not paranoid. I might be a little paranoid, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. One thing about me. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. That's kind of strange because I know I talk to a lot of my friends. They worry and they're afraid, but I don't know why I'm not afraid. Maybe because I'm a prepper and I'm prepared. I'm prepared for anything that comes. I know some of my friends, when I be talking to them, they're disappointed because there's no zombies yet. But don't worry. I tell them every time I go up to the local gas station and get some chips or something, this zombie standing out in front of the place asking for money. Yeah, so we got zombies. So it's not an urgent need that we go out and buy everything in the store like these people going out and buying all this toilet paper, but it is a need for you to prepare. And the one reason I keep telling the people, the one reason that we do prepare is for your family and it's for the weather. Like yesterday here, we had a tornado touchdown just southeast of Cleveland. And I was watching this one guy. He lived out there. He was on his YouTube channel live trying to wait for the tornado to come past his house. Beehive, I think it was Beehive, something I forgot. But anyway, he has beehives, and he was right there out there and up here where we had, because we had like 2 touchdowns. Two touchdowns, two tornadoes touchdown yesterday. So you got to worry about the weather. Weather can change at any moment. Any moment. You just never know. Anything can happen. And right now, winter is here. And everybody knows winter, if you're not preparing for winter, you're going to be up shit creek. Okay. All right. I said shit. You're going to be up shit creek without a paddle because winter is the most dangerous time of the year. Every year, they find dead senior citizens in their home because they didn't have money to pay for heat. It was cut off, or they just didn't have heat at all at the beginning. You find them all the time. They found this one lady here buried in snow right in front of her house. She was buried in snow. Nobody knew she had fell down and she couldn't get up. And the snow gets coming down and it covered her up. And when it started to thaw, they found her body right there by her steps. And it happens. It happens. So if you're a senior citizen like me, make sure you got somebody check on you every now and then. But make sure you have your heat situation taken care of. Get you some blankets. Make sure your house is warm. Make sure you got water. If you can't get out, make sure you got food. Because you don't always have to plan for a total apocalypse. You can plan for day to day. If you can't get out of the store for a week, you got your preps in there. You got soups. You got rice. You got beans. You got water. Make sure you prep because right now, weather is always a shit hit the fan situation. It ain't got to be a flood or a tornado or a hurricane that comes through and tear your stuff up. It can be just a regular, normal snowstorm that can have everybody snowed in for 2 or 3 days. And it happens. It happens all the time. Let's see. Hey, Bork. Let's see. If you live your life in the light, you don't need to. Okay. I just randomly woke up at 5 a.m. here and saw Urban Grandpa. It's 5 a.m. Were you in the Philippines? Wow. 5 a.m. Shoot. Yeah. Wow. Ray, you almost 30 years. For almost 30 years, I have kept over 2 years supplies. 2 supplies of toilet paper. I'm good on that. Hey, that's a lot of toilet paper. My wife had always bought toilet paper. I couldn't figure out, when I go to the store, I buy toilet paper. I buy like a 4-pack, maybe a 6-pack. When she used to buy, and she still do, she buy toilet paper. She buy these, these big 18-pack things of toilet paper. I'm like, oh, so much toilet paper. But she does that. That's why she buys it. Australia. Oh man. You know what? I was on a Hawaiian cruise and I met some of the nicest people from Australia. When you're on the cruise ships and they have those game nights. Yeah, I was teen. There was some Australian people. We had a ball. It was such a nice people. I love Australia. I'm sorry that your government is just screwing you guys around as far as that boots on the ground up there. But hang in there. Hang in there. We got your back up here. We support you because it's not right what they're doing. You never should force people to do something they never should want to do. All right, Australia. We still praying for you guys. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about another 15, 20 minutes and then I'm gonna let it go. But I want you to know that we're not alone in this. Every person that wakes up in the morning, that puts his pants on or puts a dress on, we're all in this together. When things go bad, don't look for the government. Don't sit at home saying, look, everybody, we're going to wait for FEMA or emergency responders to come and get us out of this. Get yourself out of it. You got to start planning. You got to learn how to do things because it ain't going to be pretty and it ain't going to be no help because you are the help. You know what I mean? You are the help because let's face it, if something happened and we got, like I say, we got over 300 million people easily here. And how many first responders do you have here? I mean, they're not going to go and be with their families. See, that's a lesson learned from Katrina. When stuff went bad, the police disappeared. First responders disappeared. You may have had a handful, but everybody else went home to be with their family. I don't blame them at all. I know people suffer and stuff like that, but they should have known better. You should have known that there's nobody's coming until after the stuff had calmed down. But when you in the midst of that, you in the soup. You know what I mean? And the heat is being turned up. So you're gonna have to make sure you got your stuff together. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't say I can go to the local store and get something, because it could be dangerous for you to walk out your front door, because it's gonna be people out there that don't have anything, that's sitting around right now. They sitting around, they drinking all their money up and not worrying about where their next meal is coming from. They figure that if I need something, I can go take it from somebody else. There's people like that, especially in the city. Hey, Fallen Skies Prepper, how you doing? Let's see. Hey, Homestead and Preparedness, how you doing? So, like I said, everybody know what the plan is. Everybody know what the deal is. If you're on a homestead and you start seeing stuff going bad in the cities, be prepared for the overflow. It's like a tsunami. It's gonna come your way. They always do. People, the first thing they're gonna do, like if they're in a New York City, they're gonna try to get out of the city. And everybody knows that's the best thing to do. Try to get out of the city. Same thing here, in Cleveland. People gonna try in Cleveland and the surrounding suburbs. First thing they're gonna do is try to get out of the suburbs, get out of the city, and they're gonna try to run to Amish country here. Sugar Creek. They're gonna try to go to Lancaster in Pennsylvania. Beautiful country, a lot of land. This country. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to go there, but they heading for some trouble. They try to start infringing on those Amish. Amish don't play that. Take a break, put up a post. Taking a break from putting up a fence post. Hey, yeah, let's see. I need to. Well, my outside's pretty good. I need to put some lights up. So I'm thinking about getting some of them solar power lights that goes on the outside. I'm thinking about getting some of those maybe. But I'm thinking if I do and I put too much light out there, I can see them, but they can't. They can see me too. I'm just wondering which is best, because I got cameras. So I got cameras. So I'm gonna leave it like that until I figure out if I want to do that or not. But anyway, like I say, the government ain't to blame for this situation. It's just that they never dreamed that it would get like this, and they try to tell us that nothing happened, but they already know what's going to happen, because it's a deep state government, and the people up in front, the Pelosi's and the Bidens and the McConnells and all these people, they all in it together. They just like this. They two wings of the same bird. And that bird just happened to be a turkey. It ain't an eagle anymore. And like I say, people don't respect our country anymore. Look, they're going around kidnapping American citizens. That's not unheard of. Unheard of. And then say we'll give them back to you for $1 million apiece. Unheard of. Back in the day, if somebody kidnapped one American, the special forces, the CIA, or whatever undercover operation we have would have had them already wrapped up in a package with a bowl and turned them over. But like I say, no respect for us anymore. So I don't know. Maybe we earned it over the years, but it ain't right. It ain't right. Let's see. Globalists. Good. Movement, something like this. Yeah. Facts. Country growing garden, how you doing? Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. After all this happened and everything get messed up because of the economy, the money ain't gonna be worth a damn, because it's gonna be like what's that? Venezuela. Venezuela money ain't worth a quarter. You can wallpaper your walls with it. It's about $100 bill you worth 10 cents. So that's how the money's gonna be. That's why I say make sure you get you some barter items, something that somebody might want in where you at in your region. Like I say, I'm gonna get a few more watches. And maybe like I say, time might be important to some people. Because they might have gold and silver and bitcoins and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to get jewelry. I'm gonna do like the rappers do. Mr. T. I ain't gonna be wearing a bunch of gold chains though, but I did have a mohawk when I was younger, but that's a whole other story. I had a mohawk. Can you see me with a mohawk? I had pictures. I don't know what happened to them. But anyway, it happens more than you think. Just read about it until CNN gets a hold of it. Yeah, you're right, because I know it happens all the time over in Africa. Over in Africa, it happens all the time. They still got people that missing for years that they know who got them. They just ain't got them back. Because they go and take all the school kids out of a whole school. They snatch them up. So like I say, it was all the time, especially when I can't even call them third world countries anymore. They just like us. But some bad politicians running the country and everything collapsing. We on the verge of that too, but we don't see it. We just printing money and just saying everything's fine until somebody say we want their money back. So all right, so like I said, I don't gonna talk too long. So I was just making this short video. My daughter just popped in. Hi. Yeah, so yeah, I decided to go live today, try to make up for yesterday when they cut me off. So I'm just talking. Uh, Peter Smith. People are using gold flakes and nuggets as payment in Venezuela. Stack silver with your other prep. Pre 1965, the silver dimes. I got a few old coins and silver. The dimes, 1965, the quarters, the 50-cent pieces for the Kennedy $half and stuff. But I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot. Like I say, it's cheaper for me to go out and get a few. Maybe some couple of cheap diamond rings, gold rings, and some watches or something like that. It may get me something I need, but if I don't, but I'm gonna have everything I need. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, just in case, 'cause people will be buying everything. I like that. That I like when that lady says she gonna be making liquor. She gonna be very popular, especially when things go bad or people have a tendency to drink away their problems. It happened in Europe to look at France and Eastern Bloc. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's happening now. Who was that? Is that Spain? Was that Spain that had a lockdown right now? I don't know because it's hard to get information out of that place. It's over there. You got to really dig for information nowadays because we're not in a free information society, especially stuff that's coming out over there. It's like remember Radio Free Europe? That's what we in now. You anything that's not locally in America, your information is being censored. What's coming out of Russia, China, you know, Australia, and every place else. It's all being filtered. If we never get all the information, you really got to dig for information now. It's like almost like we're being isolated. It is all because of the AI. See, it's an illusion of freedom. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Right now, this is all an illusion of freedom. We're not free. We're not free. And like I say, I love my government. I love the idea of my government. But right now, they are really screwing over the people for no reason. I don't understand it. It's screwing over people for a profit. It's like these people are trying to make a last minute rush on cash. It's like a going out of business sale. That's what I'm thinking. That's why they holding back all these supplies and stuff out there. I mean, the supplies is here, but they hold them back. It's like we having to go on out of business, put half the stuff on the shelf, hike the prices up 60%, and then come back and put the other half on the shelf and hike that up 60%. And then we're gonna make more money. Then we're gonna leave the country, go to our bunkers and our compounds, and let America burn, and then come back after the ashes. Come back and be like the phoenix and rise from the ashes. Hey, Jade 556, how you doing? So, like I say, yeah, Europe, and France, and all the Eastern Bloc countries. Especially, you can't get nothing out of Poland and all that stuff over there, Czechoslovakia, unless you got relatives over there that can tell you what's going on. Nobody even knows what's going on. I mean, everybody think everything is fine. The world is in bad shape. Everything is not fine. And the only time we find out stuff is when they following our chief executive, whatever name is, Biden, to one of these conferences, and then they start talking about all this other global stuff, the global warming, China sending off a supersonic missiles and all that stuff. I mean, but we in for bad shape because they keeping stuff from us, secrets. It's all because of the deep state. The deep state want a one world government, new world order, and it's coming. And if the soldiers don't want to fall in line behind this new world order, they're gonna be replaced with these robots. You see what they do, and they got the money to do it too. I mean, they got money to play. Let me start studying. They got money, more money than NASA to send up their own spaceships. Not just once, twice, or 10 times. They send them up anytime they want. They got more money than NASA, which is part of the government, to send up spaceships. You know how much money they got to buy and create robots. See what I'm saying? They don't worry. They don't worry about the budget and talking about this stuff with the Congress and stuff like that. They go out and create what they want. If this guy, he's a multi-billionaire, he got $500 billion. If he say take $2 billion and build me a bunch of robots that can do this, that, and the other, they gonna build them. And then what we gonna do? We sitting up there fighting in Congress over a little bit of money for people because we're at the whim of the super elite. They can do anything. We don't know what they got, especially when everything fall apart and when shit hit the fan situation. There's an apocalypse out there, and every state is, and every city is fighting for survival. They could just roll right in. It'd be like Star Wars, Clone Wars, where they came with all these elite soldiers and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, sometimes you watch these movies and you just think, could that happen? And if you start really sitting down, it can happen. China said it would take cities that they could take America because we would fight ourselves before worrying about that. We already now. Like if a ship loaded of soldiers came up the coast, let's say if they got off in Texas, that port